Hi, this is Farhan and welcome back to another video. If you're an XRP investor, I'm pretty sure you have been following this Ripple lawsuit very rigorously and very regularly, trying to know each and every detail that is coming out of this Ripple lawsuit that can have a major impact, not just for XRP investors, but for pretty much the entire crypto industry. That is why some people call it the biggest crypto lawsuit since basically the start of crypto. That is why so many eyes are on this lawsuit, and as times were moving forward, we were getting towards the end, but unfortunately for a lot of XRP investors out there, we had a delay for about 2 months. But thankfully, it has turned out to be a blessing in disguise because we are starting to get some really good information, some really critical evidence that is going to help Ripple win this lawsuit. Now, in my previous video, I talked about that bombshell news that we recently got, and that was directly from the SEC themselves, which really helped Ripple. And if you have not already seen that, I would highly suggest for you to go and check it out. I'll be linking that in the description box below. And today we are getting Ripple, and the Ripple attorneys are telling their, hey, please consider this critical evidence, and it is very important to that. And not only that, the SEC has replied to those bombshell news, and in a typical SEC fashion, they didn't really say anything that could truly harm Ripple and obviously XRP. And in today's video, we'll be looking at that, and towards the end we will be talking a bit about the XRP price. See, since the very start, Ripple has been asking the court to consider the biggest defense that Ripple currently has, and that is the fair notice defense. And that is basically the entire gist or the entire argument that Ripple is presenting to the court, and the biggest one that can actually make a Ripple win this case, and obviously really help XRP and obviously propel that XRP price to new heights, which I'm pretty sure a lot of XRP investors want. And the recent bombshell news, and just to basically summarize that, two SEC commissioners came out and said that, hey, there is not enough regulatory clarity in the world of crypto, in the world of digital trading assets, and it is unfair of SEC to go really after them. So this is what Ripple has been presenting to them, and this comes directly from the SEC commissioners as well, but this was related to a different litigation that has ended. So now Ripple is saying, hey, look, even the SEC themselves did not know that whether XRP or other cryptos out there were illegal securities or not for so many years, and then out of nowhere they just come and say, hey, you're selling illegal securities, and they're telling judge to please consider this evidence. As they put it, this statement by two sitting SEC commissioners makes it even more clear that during the time relevant to this case, members of the public did not have fair notice of what the law requires. This is very important here. Defendants Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson have filed a letter calling the court's attention to the two commissioners' statement in connection with their pending motions to dismiss. There is no need to repeat the discussions in that letter. So this is why they are trying to deal that final blow to the SEC, and they are saying that, hey, Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse, that this entire lawsuit which has been put personally against them to be dismissed. Now we are going to know in the future whether this is granted or not. If it is granted, I think that pretty much seals the deal, seals a victory for Ripple, which would be absolutely huge. But again, as we are moving forward, we are getting some absolutely critical evidence that really favors Ripple. And for a very long time, I was hoping that Ripple actually wins, but we weren't really getting that amazing information. And now in the last week or so, we have gotten this absolutely critical evidence. So things are starting to turn for Ripple, but again, we have to see what exactly is going to happen in the future. So this bombshell details which Ripple put forward directly from the SEC commissioners themselves. SEC officially replied, and they put a letter, and in that letter they had a lot of things, but I would say nothing much of concrete. They started off with, first, the SEC was established by a statute as commission of the 5 commissioners, with each commissioner appointed by the president. Thus, the statement issue is not a statement of the SEC itself or any sort of binding authority on this content. Essentially, defendants' arguments are tantamount to arguing that they cannot be found liable for violating a statute on the grounds of certain public statements by the legislature. They're saying that, hey, look, yes, okay, 2 commissioners came out and kind of talked in favor of the things that Ripple is saying, but the 5 commissioners out there, they didn't really say anything combined. And also, even if they did, it wouldn't really make a difference because they do not hold that authority. It is only pretty much Congress which has the authority to have these laws. And obviously then they went on and talked a lot about other details in this letter, which I'll also be linking in the description box below. But the one thing that was really missing from this entire letter which which the SEC put forward, and that was any defense of the actual fair notice defense, which Ripple has been saying. So that is Ripple's major argument. And in this letter, they did not talk about anything even remotely related to that. They simply ended this by saying, while defendants would have the court look to speeches, the only relevant SEC action is that which the SEC took upon consideration of all 5 commissioners to authorize the filing of this enforcement action to hold defendants accountable for unregistered offers and sales of their digital assets to public investors. As I said previously, in this entire letter they do not talk about the Ripple's lack of fair notice and anything related to, hey, the SEC themselves are not providing clear paths or a clear framework that a lot of crypto companies out there can use and to know whether what they're doing is illegal or not. And obviously, in typical SEC fashion, they did not really answer that question. So what is going to happen next? Well, the judge Torres is going to take this into consideration and obviously look at the huge smoking gun which Ripple has, and that is the lack of fair notice. That would be very interesting to see. But in this coming week, we are going to have the deposition of William Hinman. I think that is going to be on the 29th, and in that, Ripple attorneys are going to be asking some very important questions regarding the classifications of Ether and how did they come to conclusion that Ether is a non-security, and at the same time say that, hey, XRP is a security, even though they are very similar in their utilization of the crypto tokens. So this is going to be very interesting, which we are going to be knowing in the coming week or so. But before that, obviously we have some other really critical details that might be coming us in our way, and for that you have to be subscribed, so make sure you click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to my channel. Now a bit about the price of XRP. As we were moving forward, a lot of analysts out there were expecting and predicting, say that, hey, XRP could cross or what is known as the death cross, a bearish indicator, and that is when the 50-day simple moving average falls below the 200-day simple moving average. And this was expected to hit, but fortunately, because the crypto world kind of really rebounded in the last 24 hours, and it was all thanks to Bitcoin and obviously thanks to Elon Musk, who basically said that, hey, there is a chance that Tesla would start accepting Bitcoin again on its platform, considering that previously had mentioned that, hey, they would start accepting Bitcoin when about 50% of the mining energy that comes for Bitcoin comes from renewable sources. And as you guys already know, the majority of the mining power, the hashing power that was presented in China, it has shifted out of China. It has shifted from those non-renewable energies to renewable energies, and that is why the price of Bitcoin went below the $29,000 or $30,000 mark, but then it quickly rebounded back to around 32, and people are expecting, hey, if we see prices like this with Bitcoin, we are going to expect a major alt season again, something like 150% increase for a lot of cryptos out there, including XRP. So we're going to see how the future plays out, and at this point, crypto, it is very unstable. And as you guys have been, if you have been looking at the prices, we were at around $1.96 only about 2 months back, but now we are down at around $0.5, $0.6 for XRP. But if you're talking about since the start of this year, the price was at around $0.19, $0.2, but since then we are quite up more than 200%. But again, let's see how the future moves regarding these prices. Well guys, that was the video for today. Let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to know more of your thoughts, and obviously let me know what kind of videos you want me to make. Do drop the comments below, and if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and giving this video a like so the YouTube algorithm recommends you my videos in the future. And thank you for watching this, and as always, I will see you next time.